Well, I want to welcome to the show. It is not his first time on my show, but his first time on Sara Gonzales Unfiltered, Alex Rosen, a good friend of mine. He is, of course, the founder of Predator Poachers, where Alex has a very, very unique job. Alex basically traps, you tell me if I have this right. I don't want to mischaracterize what you do. I don't want to simplify it. I don't want to dumb it down. I don't want to make it sound like you don't do good, hard, good work, because your work is very important. He just literally traps child sex predators and shows up at their door, and like a more based Chris Hansen.
Yes, an extremely more based Chris Hansen, who has not gone to jail for bouncing checks from his audience, but rather gone to jail for exposing a pedo, which I'm sure we'll talk about later.
Yeah, I do. I want to get into that because that was nuts. I was online and I was like, oh, Alex got her. What did Alex do this time?
Yeah.
Why did Alex get her? Alex was telling the truth too much, ruffling too many feathers when it comes to trying to get pedos arrested. So I want to get your take on this first. The FBI and the DOJ just today. This was great timing because you were coming in and I was like, oh shit, I have to get Alex's take on this. They just announced this major joint operation, 205 suspected child sex predators they arrested across the United States, 115 children that they rescued. And I want to play FBI Director Kash Patel with this warning that he has 2 child predators. Watch.
Our children. If you harm our children, you will be given no sanctuary. There is no place we will not come to hunt you down. There is no place we will not look for you, and there is no cage we will not put you in should you do harm to our children. The prioritization of this administration and General Bondi has made it abundantly clear to child predators, you will be hunted down and you will be prosecuted. And that is a refreshing thing to hear for the men and women who do this work tirelessly, and it's also an acknowledgement of the safety that we look forward to bringing America.
Are you confident in that message in this administration?
Well, I guess I'm more confident in the last administration.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they still got to do a lot more. The Epstein list still is not released, which is a problem. But you know what? I mean, one of our cases just went federal yesterday. Tony Rodriguez in Fairport, New York. He's in Monroe County. I don't know if you remember that video of like that DA getting pulled over by her own officer. Do you remember that video? It's like a female. But it's that county, so obviously she's not going to do anything about a child predator. So the cop pushed it up to the feds, and now Tony Rodriguez is facing 10 years to life in prison for trying to go meet our decoy and having child pornography. So I will say, the feds take up our cases probably a couple times a year, and I think they're pretty good. So, I mean, at least the feds that work in the child sex crimes department. So, I mean, I think the DOJ who works for us has a lot to prove, but I think it's in the right direction, I think.
Yeah, because wasn't it under Joe Biden, they were taking people who were supposed to work on child sex crimes and they were putting them on January 6th?
Yes.
I think I saw that. So we at least maybe have a full manpower, which is nice.
Right. No, it's like a very low bar to be better than the Biden administration, but they are, so I guess they're clearing that bar. So.
Right. So tell me about, again, you just got arrested. Where was this? Houston?
No.
Where was this that you got arrested?
In Houston, but
well, people who are trying to do the right thing might get arrested in Houston.
Good point. No, I got arrested in Branson, Missouri. So there was a pedo who we caught there in October named Joshua Teague, who admitted to me that he molested his own sister. He actually got arrested in 2020 for sending 58 penis pictures to a coworker of his at Steak and Shake, the place that he was still working when we caught him. And of course, he was going after a 13-year-old decoy and sent penis pictures and did all the stuff they usually do. And he admitted to all of that. And we turned it into Branson PD. They hold him for 24 hours. No investigation follows up. The DA does not want to pursue charges. So predictably, after 3 months of just downtime for him, he hits up our same decoy and is like, they have a video out of me, but I still want to have sex with you.
Shut up.
Yes, I swear to God. And he also hits up another one of our decoys, and then again in those messages talks about molesting his 12-year-old sister. So at this point, I went to his job at Steak and Shake, and I tried to talk to him again. He wasn't as receptive to talking to me as you would, as the first time.
Would expect. Yeah.
And his coworkers also they didn't have any interest in me talking to him either. So I proceeded to read messages in a louder than usual voice, and I referred to him as a pedophile. And somehow I got a felony harassment charge for that.
Shut up.
I swear, a felony harassment charge.
Calling a pedophile a pedophile.
Yes, and it wasn't even against him. It was against somebody else in the store. And like, it was a person I wasn't even trying to talk to, but yeah, no threats were made, nothing untrue was said, and of course I didn't put hands on anybody. You know, I don't do any of that stuff. And they charged me with felony harassment for that.
Wow.
Yep.
So how often would you say that law enforcement, because I mean, you do this, you just travel the country doing this for like full time. You're always working. How often would you say it is that local law enforcement works against you rather than with you?
Very, very rarely. I mean, since the beginning of March, we've had like 55 catches. I believe over 30 have already been arrested since the beginning of March. So local law enforcement is usually great to us. And even
that's good to hear.
Yeah, and to be fair, they did end up arresting the pedo this time around, but it obviously took me being in the middle of town saying this guy's a pedophile, because when we did it on the side of the road, they had, just we'll just sweep it under the rug. But no, an admitted child molester needs to go to jail, and that's what happened. Unfortunately, I was collateral of that, and I think it's just their bruised egos just being mad that we caught him a second time, making them look bad, because it's obvious incompetence to just not arrest an admitted child molester the first time. So anyway, he's still sitting in jail though. Nobody at Steak and Shake or any of his friends have bailed him out, so I think now they know what's going on. So, you know what? I have no ill will towards any of them. But
you don't.
I think naivete needs to be forgiven. It needs to be kind of a, because it shouldn't be. I mean, it should be the cop's job to arrest him. It shouldn't be like. You know what I'm saying? They put him in a tough position. But either way, I think they at least knew something was up with him, and they didn't act on it, which I was pretty disappointed in. But you know what? They know now, and if they're not bailing him out, it's better late than never. So can't really be mad at them. But yeah, the cop that arrested me is a frickin' scumbag.
Yeah. Where is that case now?
So for Joshua, who's sitting in jail.
No, for you.
Okay. Well,
Can you talk about it?
I mean, I have a review hearing coming up.
Okay.
Sometime, and it's probably gonna get delayed because I have 2 trials to go to on the same day, which I'm not even gonna make. I gotta figure out which one I'm gonna go to. But yeah, I mean, it's still pending. Even though I didn't touch anybody, didn't threaten anybody, didn't put hands on anybody, didn't get in anyone's face. The felony harassment charge is still on the books, which I think is freaking ridiculous.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Tell me, I just want to hear more about why you decided to get into this, because you don't have kids, correct?
No,
that's not a knock against you, because I have noticed this movement of this younger generation of masculine men,
who
have just decided they don't have kids, they don't have skin in the game yet, but they're like, we need to do something about what's happening to kids in this country.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just about making America great, truly. I mean, you can't just rely on Trump to make America great. You got to do it yourself. But I've always wanted to catch a bad guy since I was a little kid, and I was too young to be a cop when I was 19 when I started doing this. So this just kind of blew up before I could join the police academy. So
wow,
just took it and ran. But I'm happy to say Predator Poachers has over 180 convictions across 41 different states, and I think that's a huge mark that we've made, and a lot more to go.
And not to mention, you've been, I know your journey of being heavily censored along the way, getting, YouTube pages taken down, channels taken down, having to start from scratch just to get the word out about pedophiles.
Yeah, it is strange. Oddly enough, YouTube reinstated one of our channels a couple months ago, but I mean, reinstated one of my friend's channels that was posting someone who looks like me a couple months ago, wink, wink. But
yeah. It's just a friend.
I mean, there's a lot of people that look like me. So.
You're not unique in any way, Alex.
No, definitely not.
So then tell people, number one, where can they find your work? Because it really is. I mean, this is, if you ever watch Dateline to Catch a Predator, that doesn't hold a candle to what Alex is doing. It's way more, might I say, it is way more entertaining. But it's just so satisfying to watch you guys bust these guys.
Yeah, no, it's, above everything else, we have a very fun time doing this. And, the team that we have, I couldn't do it without them. They are the best team that anybody could ask for. They work very hard. They make me look a lot better than I am. So shout out to them. But you can find our work on Predator Poachers on YouTube and Rumble.
Great. And then how is there some way that they can help, donate to the cause or anything?
Yes, we do have a locals page, but if you follow us on YouTube and Rumble, you will hear a lot about it, because I'm a very, very shilly, money-hungry Jew. So I'll definitely let y'all know about locals.
Well, I mean, I can think of a few endeavors that are more worthy of donations than catching child predators.
Yeah, no, we're very efficient. I mean, we have like I said, 55 catches from March through April. So
You guys are busy.
Yeah.
Golly. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.